Hi there, I've been doing some more slow stitching and I've been making these gorgeous little fabric envelopes. Took them on holiday to finish off, slow stitched on the go. Aren't they gorgeous? They'd be fantastic for giving us little gifts and popping little crystals or money or jewellery and things like that in. These are the things that I use, some batting, needle threads and some fabric scraps which have got heat and bond light already stuck onto, obviously scissors and things like that. I had a very small travel kit to take away with me. I also used my vintage threads and some sparkly threads as well. I did use some gorgeous silk ribbon and also some sequins because I love to add a little bit of sparkle to my projects, and they were nicely tucked away in these boxes so I was able to take them away with me on holiday. Don't they look so sweet in that box? They're so beautiful. And also I did take some buttons with me, but I didn't actually add closures to these envelopes because I find that they tuck in quite easily. Now, to make my job easier, I used a big die because this is thick. I've got a thick die cutter. I was able to cut out the batting so that I had a nice easy template to use, but you could easily just use a template and cut that out yourself. I did also use the iron-on heat and bond light on all of my fabric pieces, and I just cut out some of the pieces so that I could then iron that directly onto the batting envelope templates, and that made my life a bit easier because all I had to do was iron it on and then I could just sew through that fabric onto the batting, and it just made a really nice little canvas for me to work with. I took quite a few with me on holiday so that I had a bit of slow stitching to do. So what I did was just slow stitch around each of the fabric pieces that I'd stuck onto the envelopes by hand obviously, and used a little bit of sparkly thread here and there, just mismatched threads, and you can see it's a little bit messy on the other side, but I chose not to add lining to these because I quite like seeing that stitching, and I did make a point of sewing each of the edges so that it defined those. It just added a little bit of interest. Sewing around the little fabric scraps meant that they didn't move at all and it's all very secure. Then I added some ribbon and sequins and a few little embellishments, a few little seed beads I think I had as well, and you can see that they tuck in quite nicely. I used similar pieces of fabric for each one so that they coordinate quite nicely, and it was such a lovely relaxing slow stitching project for me to take away on holiday, and that was the finished project. So I think it worked really well and I love these, and I'm going to be using them to give little gifts in. So thanks for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please do give me a thumbs up, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care. Bye.